Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining me again. There's another benefit concert. This one happens to be all Canadian, but I thought it would be really fun if we watch the concert together and talk about whatever comes up. So the first thing I'm going to do, Cooking with Q, thanks for coming in. Gwen, thanks for coming in. Domiate, I hope I've got that right. Thanks for coming in. There's the link if anybody wants to join. We'll keep it to, let's say, people who I'm mostly familiar with. Kristen, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Okay. I'm glad you're in. Glad we've got my love in there. Are you coming in, Q? Ace, good to see you again. The StreamYard link is there. If anybody wants to come in and talk, we're just going to watch the concert together and chat while we do that. Janet Ortega, thanks for coming in. Angela Queen, thanks for coming back again. Kira, you're welcome to come in if you want. Q's going to come in a minute. So because I'm running the, I'm not going to put any audio on the concert. So hopefully you guys can find a way to watch this. It's available on tons of platforms and channels and live streams and things like that. You can go to ctv.ca is one of the presenters. I'm sure it's on Global. It's on CP24. These are Canadian channels, so it might give you a little bit of a restriction. But you should be able to find this in many places. There may also be a live stream on YouTube that I'm not sure of yet, so that you can watch along. The only thing I ask anybody in the panel is to keep the volume off so we don't get hit with copyright. So Sincerely Lucy, thanks for coming in. Rebecca Davis, thanks for coming in. It's Mimi, thank you. I did see that you left me another comment on one of my videos as well, so thank you for that. That's my small YouTuber one. So forgive all the self-promotion, but Tuber Chat is ready to start live streaming this week. So, of course, I've got that all ready to go. Happy Lux, thanks for coming in. Fire and Air Tarot, thanks for coming in as well. How many singers? I'm not sure, Domi8. There is a whole ton. Like I don't know how many. There was another concert similar to this but shorter the other day that was American, and there was all kinds of people. Celine Dion headlined it, Taylor Swift was in it, and this and that. Yeah, Happy Lux, I know you're on a much different time than us. If I'm right, it's about 11:30 p.m. for you. So thank you very much for coming through. Happy Lux is a great channel that helps you grow very quickly and gain a lot of subscribers. So if you want to do that, Happy Lux is somebody you can connect with. Everybody is free to connect with each other within the chat, of course, because I'm always going to encourage that. Hopefully you guys are already to the Tuber Chat channel. And project I see in the chat as well. Since you want to come in, I'll up it again. Of course, nobody has to feel obligated, depending on what you're doing and this and that. But you can see they've got a ton of different artists that are in this. So what I'm hoping is that you guys can find this concert, like I said, as either a well, Celine Dion's Canadian too, so hopefully she'll be involved in this. I forget all the artists. I have a lot of them listed, actually. Probably not all, but I have a lot of the people listed in the description of this live stream that we're watching right now, so you can have a look at that. Oh, Kira's waiting. Q's waiting. My computer's not acting as responsive as I wish.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. You hear me, guys?
Kira, you in?
Mm-hmm.
You can hear us? Good.
Hi.
Kira Welton, that's my BFF forever. Kristen, her mom, of course, is my love. Q is my right-hand man when it comes to everything YouTube.
That's right.
Q, I didn't forget about the video that we're working on. I have it written down to do as soon as I'm done this today.
All right, I appreciate that. Thank you.
You wouldn't believe the hours and hours and hours I spent running around with equipment and stuff to get this to go. And what I ended up doing, for those of you who want to know, all I'm doing is pointing an extra phone at a television with the sound off that's running the concert in the top of the screen there. So that's how we got it done. How you doing, Q?
I am great. I am great. How you doing?
Always good. Kira, you should turn your phone horizontally if you want. Are you able to watch it, Kristen, on the TV while you're watching what we're doing here? Oh, you're muted, Kristen.
I could. I'm just lazy. Just one sec.
Oh, Kira hopped out. What happened there? Did you mean to hop out, Kira?
Kira, turn your phone horizontally.
You might have to exit and come back to do that. I'm not sure. But Kira can't watch the concert and do this at the same time. So if you want, Kira, you can go in the other room. You guys can still use your lenses separately if you want to, or just go together. And then just mute one of the mics if that's okay. Oh, maybe if I put it like this, we can get a better look at the screen there. Okay, Kira hopped out. She might go in, just go in the other room. So Q's dropping a bunch of links, so thank you for that, Q. For those of you who haven't already hooked up on the Tuber Chat project, by all means, please do. And then I'm glad to see people connecting in the chat. Gohan, thanks for coming in again. Oh, Fire and Air Tarot, thank you. You always share me. Fire and Air Tarot is a wonderful supporter. She always shares us on her community tab, and I really appreciate that. I have also shared on Facebook or Twitter, in case you guys want to grab that and retweet it or repost it or any of that stuff. Of course, there's the Tuber Chat group on Facebook and a page, and you can find our posts either way from there. So this is really something else. You see these collection Eugene Levy's in there. All Canadian for this one. So you're going to have to forgive us, but most of you are going to recognize most of the celebrities that come through here. Lily Singh, of course, monster YouTuber from right in our area here. I forget if Lily Singh is from Brampton or Mississauga.
I have no idea.
Yeah. Hugh, do you happen to know? He's muted right now, but that's okay.
I'll look it up.
And then, yeah, I see Q's dropping also the Instagram as well. So we're set up as well on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook with Tuber Chat. The very first live stream is happening this Thursday. So hopefully you guys will catch that, and it's meant to be a growth stream. So for all the connecting that we do in streams like this, that's exactly what we will be doing that day. So Gohan, thanks for letting me know.
Lily Singh.
Yeah. Oh. Sincerely,
she was born and raised.
So Gohan, thanks for letting me know. Hey Lucy, how you doing? Sincerely,
born and raised.
Hey Lucy, how you doing?
I'm fine. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. You're all good.
Okay. Hey everyone. Nice to meet you all that I've never met.
Hi Lucy.
I'm fine. Can you hear me?
Oh, Kristen, we got to drop our qualities down.
Okay. Hey everyone. Nice to meet you all that I've never met.
Hi Lucy.
Oh, Kristen, we got to drop our qualities down.
Okay. Hey.
We're getting feedback from somebody. So if you can just mute the YouTube portion of what we're doing. We're getting feedback. My computer's really lagging. I'm amazed here. Eating with Ms. P, thanks for coming back again. Eating with Ms. P has been supporting everything I've been doing lately. Lucy is a wonderful supporter. So for those of you who haven't already connected with Sincerely a Lucy, you're going to absolutely want to. She is somebody that I met through Cooking with Q of the TMC family. And, oh.
He's not noticing. Oh,
Yeah, thanks, Lucy. I can never tell who it is that's got a little bit of feedback. But we're okay. I'm happy that you came on. I really appreciate it. What's happening? Oh, Kira's waiting too. Now we got a full panel. I'm so happy. Oh, there's Jason Priestley. For those of you who watch 90210, he's Canadian. Well, everybody here is Canadian, so I don't have to keep saying that. And then, sorry, I don't know if you caught me, Kristen. We got to drop our qualities down if you can on the YouTubes to as low as they can go. And I've got the concert running for myself on ctv.ca. Oh, I'm accidentally clicking everything here. But hopefully you guys can catch this concert while we chat about it as well. It's nice to see everybody recognizes each other in the chat. Got a lot of familiar faces here. Maybe I can cut my live stream off because I don't need it. I had what's it called running in the background. I had the concert running on a website on another browser in here for a second. So Lucy, are you able to, I know you're muted right now, but are you able to hear us all okay? Oh, it's echoing. I don't know what to think about that. Kira and Kristen, both of you must, you don't think you're feedbacking at all?
Slightly. I'm trying to adjust here.
Are you using Chrome?
No, I'm just.
Yes, I
Okay,
am.
so on the tab menu, you can go on the if you have YouTube open instead of the StreamYard and go mute site. Or mute tab. It's one or the other. It's on the tab menu.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. And that will mute just the YouTube portion, and then hopefully you're just watching on StreamYard.
Well, I didn't have YouTube open.
Oh, okay, good. Even better. I know Kira doesn't. Kira's hanging out. We getting Kira's in the living room. Okay, it took me a second. I thought she was in there with you.
It keeps breaking up though for me.
Okay, so Lucy might drop out and come back. It's okay. I'll let you boot yourself if you don't mind. So thank you, everybody. Yes, Anointed Family, thanks for coming in. By all means, everybody can connect with each other. Forgive me for 1 second while I just knock my cam off. I got to attend to something quickly here. But this is a wonderful thing that these guys are doing.
Lover.
Yeah. Yep.
I love you.
Good, I love you. This is a wonderful.
Oh, that's so sweet.
These guys are.
Y'all so cute. Oh my God, y'all so cute.
My green screen all over the place. Isn't it the most tender and romantic thing you've ever heard?
Right.
Are you able to catch the concert as well anywhere? Are you able to catch a stream or something and watch that?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Not exactly, to be honest.
Oh, really? Yeah, it should be. I mean, it's called Stronger Together, and they've got a French name for it as well, which I believe is TOUS Ensemble, which is
give me a second.
Yeah. I'm just not going to put the audio. Oh, here's Lucy. I'm just not going to put the audio on the concert because I don't want to get copyright. And 100% there'll be copyright on this. So, Lucy, how you doing?
Hi, I'm good. Okay, so I apologize. I figured it out. I had two tabs open. The tab that I came from. So what you're telling Kristen is what I should have been doing. So I did that. So I'm good now. Hey, everybody.
Perfect. It took me a couple of times to figure it out. You and I had a good time when we were on your live stream. I mean, I've been with you a couple times, but Vern's Junk Closet as well. I went through, I don't know how long trying to figure out how to use this stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm a tech guy. I should know. But how else is your weekend going, Lucy?
It's going good. We're in between a move. So I've been packing up. So I've been kind of laying low lately. But we're almost done. We'll be moving in a week. But other than that, it's going great.
That's okay. Where are you moving to? Far or no?
Mm-mm. In the same area.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's good.
Hey, Lucy.
Hello. Hey, everybody.
Challenging.
Hey, you guys. I dropped the link down below.
Oh, perfect. Okay, yeah, thank you. So Q just dropped the link to the concert. So for those of you watching who want to also watch the concert, whether you want to do two windows if you're on a computer or if you can watch on a separate device or something like that, then the link's right there. So thanks, Q, for finding that.
Absolutely.
It's really interesting the things they do. There was an American concert you guys might have seen that I went live the other day doing the same thing. There's Celine Dion. So this is in benefit, of course, to the COVID-19 relief efforts and somewhat of a tribute to the frontline workers, the people who are doing what they can to help us and things like that. And it's nice. You can't quote me because I'm not following the news, all day long or this or that. But there's something going on in Ontario now. I believe some of the people who are working, I think it's in long-term care homes and things like this, just got a raise of $4 an hour for the next few months while they have to help deal with this. So it's nice to see a little bit of positive in amongst all the chaos,
Yeah, I agree.
But it's nice for all these artists as well to donate their time. And, it's interesting when we watched this other concert the other day, like we're seeing all these people in their home, right? All the celebrities, a lot of people love celebrities in their houses, right? We remember the TV show Cribs. Everybody was crazy to see what was in the fridge all the time.
Yeah.
But it's nice. And then they're performing. So I don't know what they're performing here exactly. The other day, they were all doing like solo acoustic versions of their big hit songs and things like that. Oh,
yeah, she kept getting booted out. So
okay.
She's just going to be in the chat.
Oh, okay. Unless she wants to come with you.
Yeah, she wants.
All right, there we are. Kristen's teleporting between screens here. I do that with a friend of mine. One of my friends, one of the channels that I manage, I work with him at his place a few days a week. So we will live stream. The other day I went in a stream with him similar to what we're doing here. And then he kept coming to grab things from the kitchen and this and that. So we'd be teleporting between each other's screens. What's next for you live, Lucy?
You could move it and move it away, turn it off. Please. Thank you. Kevin, I'm sorry.
What's next for your channel, Lucy?
Well, since I have been moving out, I didn't do any videos, but I said I was going to go live today and just to do a health check with everyone. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I haven't figured out the topic yet. I have to get at peace with my mind and see what I want to discuss, or I just let it come to me. So I don't know the topic yet, but I'll definitely be coming on about 7:30.
Oh, very cool. Okay.
That's my time, Kevin. 7:30. Yeah. I know 7:30 is just comfortable for me.
That's cool. Yeah. that's one of the things that, I keep saying this, but as our channels get bigger and as we follow more and more people, it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as you'd like. There's so many different people, and what can you do? There's Kiefer Sutherland from 24 and Designated Survivor and a million other things. You got to do what you got to do, right? So we go live. Hopefully we bring value to people. Lucy, you're live quite often, actually, by the look of it, to be most regularly. So having a couple of days to do what you got to do and then getting back to it is absolutely cool. I'm sure your precious cargo will be happy with you.
And, I get so concerned because some of them will reach out to me on Instagram or different places, and they'll be like, I know you have things going on, but we miss you. And so I'll try to stay on my community tab, and I let them know, just check out the community tab, and I'll post as regular as often. But I try to communicate and let them know, as much as possible with what's going on if I'm not posting, because I feel like although they're my precious cargo, those are my peeps, I still want to keep them in the loop as much as possible without crossing the lines of being in too much of my life and my private life, but just so that they understand, this is why she's not here. Not that I just what's going on, but I appreciate it, and they really look forward to it. And even if sometimes I don't put up a community post and I just jump on, they'll just roll on in, and I'm like, you guys really like me, okay?
That's perfect. That's good. Yep.
You're
That's the one thing. Like, Lucy's very good. For those of you who haven't already connected with her, I hope that you will. She's an unbelievable supporter to all of us here in the chat, or in the panel. But she also is very considerate of her viewers, and we never like to call them that, but between the people who support, the people who watch, the people who keep coming back, Lucy's very considerate of them always. So. She's a good-hearted person, and I'm happy to even be connected with her. We've done a couple things together already. Hopefully there's a lot more on the way. Maybe we can get Lucy to do, I've got lots of ideas for Tuber Chat now that we're starting this week. So as it grows, I'm hoping to do things like interviews and spotlights and shout-out videos and other things to let the people who come through know the most generous and influential people who come across are, and Lucy definitely fits into that category well. So
thank you, Kevin. I look forward to it. Anytime that you would like for me to come on, I am more than welcome to, and I appreciate you for even considering me. So I thank you so much.
What I'm hoping for is I might do some interview series. It's just a thought right now. It's not set in stone. But what I'd like to do is maybe do many different series, but 2 of them would be how to get 1,000 subscribers and how to get 4,000 hours of watch time. And then so I'll be relying on people like yourself, like hopefully Vern's Junk Closet, The Crockett Way, and things like this. And then what we can do is do different interviews with people, the people who I know have helped me over the last long while, yourself very much included. So that when I'm telling people who they should be listening to and who they should be following for advice, then I can be 100% true to my word. So, this is, I'd like to do almost like education, you know what I mean? But have like real people who just got through the 1,000, the 2,000, telling people how to do it. How did they do it? Right? Because that's what we really want to know. We can watch the guys with 1 million subscribers tell you how to get your first 1,000, but the times change, and we're in the thick of it right now. You know what I mean? So I think we can have a lot of positive influence. So
yes, I do. And Kevin, I laugh at this. The other night when me, you, and Cooking with Q and NQ and Rebecca, all of us was on live, and I remember you said, I looked at you and I said, Kevin, can you hang? You sleepy? You dozed off on me? And you said, Lucy, I've never met anyone that could talk as much as me and hang in there and still be interesting. But I think I met my match with you.
So everybody knows. I say to people all the time, I'm like, I know I love this stuff and I can talk about it all day. Sometimes I for those of you who don't already know, so I work in the Toronto area and I live in Niagara Falls. They're about 2 hours away from each other, the areas where I am. And I do my driving late at night just twice a week, once home, once back. And often, you know, I'm just starving for like, what would I do if I could right now? Well, I just want to talk YouTube. So, for instance, you know, Amanda from the Hoops Family Network, I've managed to have a couple of conversations with her late at night just for that reason, because I can't be involved in a live stream while I drive, right? I did something like that last night for the first time. My friend was doing a live stream, so I turned the camera on so that they could see the drive, but I was like, I can't read the chat, I can't hear anything, so you know, the best I could do is my friend's going to have to tell me if anybody says anything. I could try to respond, but I won't. You know, I know it's possible to do live streaming in the car, but I haven't experimented even live streaming with the phone at all. So I'm going to leave it to something for the future. So JJ's Mix, thanks for coming in. Steph, thanks for coming in. Arizona Small Business Insider, thank you. This is somebody who I just hooked up with nights ago, as a matter of fact. When I was running the Playlist Buddies project, there's a channel called Rants with Rogers that comes through quite often. And I caught his live the other day because I'm trying to like also, you know, support people where possible. And I hopped in for the first time. They were playing a game in this and that. But Arizona Small Business Insider is somebody that I connected through there. So you can see how these connections just keep going all over the place. So if everybody in the chat wants to connect with each other, I hope that you will, especially with, you know, Kristen Welton is my love. Kira Welton, her daughter, obviously my stepdaughter, you can connect with her as well. Although they're just together on screen right now. Cooking with Q is Q from the TMC family, and Sincerely
stand up
is with us as well. So we've got almost a full panel right now, but I'll drop the StreamYard link anyway. And if you guys don't mind, I'll just keep it to people who, let's say, I've known for several months. So if you've been with me for a month or more and you want to come on, then by all means, hop in. Otherwise, like I said, feel free to connect with each other. By the way, we're all chasing watch hours at the same time. Lucy, how are you for watch hours?
You know what? Let me check, Kevin. Hold 1 second. Because I haven't checked in a few days since I've been moving. Let me just go over here. 1 second, okay?
Yeah. I can't remember the last time that I ran a playlist. Kristen is starting to build up quite a video collection as well. And Kira, they're both working on videos for both of themselves. They both have their own channels, which are very much theirs. But we're all willing to swap playlists with people. I know I can speak for Q when I say he's willing to do it as well. So if anybody wants to make arrangements to swap playlists for watch time, is that Anne Murray?
Yeah, it is.
If anybody wants to make arrangements to swap playlists, myself personally, it's best to catch me on Facebook or Instagram, although I'm also on Twitter and pretty much everywhere else. And then Kristen, you can chase her down through her channel. Yeah, Kristen, please don't forget to drop a couple of chats once in a while just so people can connect with you if they want to. Kira, same for you. And yeah,
okay.
Roy Blocks, thanks for coming in.
Lucy, I ran a 5-hour playlist for you the other night.
Thank you, Kirsten. I appreciate it so much.
No problem.
I really do. You, the Hoops family, and Trisha
and Q. Hey, I dedicated a video to you the other day.
Did you? I gotta watch it, Q, because like I said, I've been moving, so I've been kind of in and out here and there.
You know, Sincerely, Lucy, you know, I'll be in these YouTube streets. I seen you everywhere. I seen you comment on everybody's video. You are so loyal. I appreciate you. I made that video especially for you. So when you get a chance, just check it out, okay?
Oh, cute. Now y'all know I get teary-eyed. Y'all know.
Check your Instagram. I'll put it in your Instagram.
Okay.
Thanks for coming in. Sorry. And Q, do you mind dropping the link? You don't have to drop too many links today, but if you don't mind dropping that link to the live stream.
Hey, hold on once. I love dropping links now.
I just don't want you to feel too obligated.
No, that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? When I started my channel, my first channel was a TMC family. I promoted channels. This is my new channel, Cooking with Q. That's what I do. I promote channels. I got a community group called YouTube Communities. I promote you guys' channels. That is my passion. That's my love. That's what I do. So I have no problem, Kevin.
Thank you.
What link do you want me to drop?
for the live stream so that people can watch the concert. Jussel15 is asking. So thank you for asking that and reminding us to drop that. Arizona Small Business is talking to all of us. So Kristen Welton and her daughter Cara and myself all live together. We're a happy family. And then I know that Q is in Wisconsin. And Lucy, forgive me for not remembering.
Where do you think, Kevin? Give me a guess.
You have to remind me, because if it was close enough, I would have come there already. But it's.
I am in Alabama.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Yeah. So if you did tell me, then I forget, and forgive me for that.
That's okay.
So, yeah, Arizona Small Business, we're all over the place. But my understanding is Arizona has been a hotbed of economic activity for a very long time now.
Excuse me, Kevin. I don't mean to interrupt you, but there's a rivalry conversation going on with Arizona, and I have to respond to him. Arizona, roll tide. Roll tide, baby. We have two. Well, y'all know about football, Kevin. You and Q.
Why can't we get you in?
Can you hear me?
My face is being like.
I don't want to interfere with your war. I saw capital letters. I was like, okay, I better look out for a second here.
It's just that those are two of the, but I'm not really into it. I just know that they're two of the football teams that have this huge thing where we live in Alabama, and it's just a huge football game. I don't know, SEC, whatever. But you have to choose a side. You can't be in the middle. You have to choose a side. So when he said that, I'm like, I had to let him know where I stood.
Yeah, I understand. And then, okay, yeah. So Q, hopefully you got that. Jussel15, Q, Cooking with Q and More. Drop the link to the concert so that you can watch along with us. I can't put the audio on because we're. I don't want to get copyright. I want us to just have a good time. And if you're able to watch it on a separate device, that'd be fantastic. With Q being in Wisconsin, we've talked about it before. I have traveled there one time, and I had to go through Green Bay. And I never actually got to play Milwaukee. I used to be a DJ. I was DJing on tour. And I never played in Milwaukee, but I did play Chicago for a couple of nights. And then I went over to Green Bay. And that whole town, there's a flag on every house. There's stickers in every window. And it was the easiest crowd in the world to please, because all I had to do was walk in and say, "We got any Packers fans in the house?"
Hey, here at Wisconsin, we represent.
There you go. That's one of the hypest parties I've ever done in my life, was in Green Bay. So it was something else. But I know that, see, us in Canada, football is a much different thing. I don't follow any of it all, so I won't bother making myself look silly with an opinion. But it's a very different thing, and I know that in the States, when I was actually working I was DJing as well in New England every month for about a year, maybe longer, and where the New England Patriots play, I forget the name of the stadium, they have to put it outside between Boston and Providence, because no city could handle the traffic that comes through when the Patriots are playing there. So that's something else.
You know what the favorite part to me about the sports and going to the games? Can you guess, Q? Kevin? Kirsten?
Tailgating.
Sierra? Yeah!
I missed that part. What was it?
Tailgating.
I should have known Lucy be a party girl. Wow.
That's my girl. She knows me.
That's my kind of thing.
Yes.
At his own motel. Michael Kaufman is somebody who's a personal friend of mine. He's been with me on the trips that I was just talking about to New England. Michael is somebody who I've known for, it's getting on, it's 15 years for sure, but it could be longer. And we've been through a handful of great stories together. I was lucky he was able. Mike, do you want to come on the panel? I know I asked you once before you were driving, I think, if I remember right. But if you want, I'll just drop the link here again to this StreamYard, and you can hop on with your phone if you feel like it. Izzy's Life just walked in. So Izzy's Life, thank you very much.
What's going on, Izzy Life? Yes, welcome to the channel. Hey, excuse me. I'm sorry. Izzy Life is a great channel. I
Mhm.
appreciate everything you do. If y'all don't have Izzy Life, I'm gonna drop his link. Connect to Izzy Life. He's a great creator as well as a supporter. I appreciate everything you do. Izzy Life.
Yeah, Izzy and I just swapped. We put each other on our featured channels list today. So that's a nice gesture that we did for each other. And then Adoral Vlog, I hope I'm pronouncing that properly, from Italy. Thanks for watching. So the concert that we're all watching right now is all Canadian, but you will probably know at least some of the celebrities. There are everybody from actors to sports legends to singers and whatnot. And all of that is, of course, in support of the COVID-19 relief efforts and somewhat of a tribute to the frontline workers. So it's great.
We just have a door open on us.
Oh, are the cats?
No.
Hey, Kevin.
Yeah.
I've been sitting here for all this time. I see Tuber Chat. Who was that guy?
Tuber Chat.
It's the TV. So that is the
okay, I see.
That's
Okay,
the concert, but I just have a computer face.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I apologize.
originally I put it in as the Tuber Chat phone. I have a separate phone that I use like for all the Tuber Chat stuff.
Chris Hadfield, yes.
I'm sitting here and watching it. I'm like, I posted a link so much. It looked so familiar. I'm like, what is this?
But I think it said, was it Chris Wakefield did that say? And I can't
Chris
remember.
Hadfield.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm not familiar with every single person because, like I said, we're gonna have people from.
I'm not either.
Here. We're gonna have people like Bianca, the girl who won the tennis, the youngest person ever to win the tennis. Which I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying. But she's apparently going to be a part of this as well. So that's wonderful. And then lots of singers, lots of performers, which is great.
Yeah, who's right now is Dallas Green, and he is a singer.
Hey, Kevin.
Sitting caller.
Yeah.
And they're from St. Catharines. Mm-hmm.
Oh, so right beside us here in Niagara Falls. So thank you. Did I miss something you said there, Q? Oh, maybe Q's audio.
Y'all kind of breaking up. I don't know if everybody does.
It's not like I hear somebody else.
It's breaking up. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but it's breaking up for me.
I don't know. One of the other people said it was buffering. So I'm kind of we're pretty much running our limits in our household here, as you can imagine. So Kristen's on, we got the TV on, and our TV, of course, goes through the internet, right? As well as I'm running StreamYard. I've got a window open.
I had a playlist running in the background, and I kept saying, "Do anyone else hear this talking? Do anyone else hear someone talking? Is someone else talking?" And I'm sitting here like I'm not gonna say anything. No one else hears it.
Hey,
and I'm kind of what is this? I'm sorry.
Hey, Christian Walton. How you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I appreciate all the support and love you give me.
Of course, anytime. You're an absolute
And you and Kevin is so cute.
Aw, yeah, we're adorable together.
You are.
So Arizona Small
Yes, you are. And hey, stepdaughter.
Asking us all a question as well. He's saying, what's been our favorite things to do during the quarantine? So Lucy, why don't you go first?
Pack.
Cooking.
No. My favorite thing is honestly that my husband and I have had more time to spend together. Although he works from home, and he set up in our bedroom, and our daughter works from home. We set her up in the living room on purpose. So my favorite thing has been just seeming like we are able to spend more time together. I pretend like we're having breakfast together when he gets ready for work. So usually he get ready for work and he's out the door, and I fix his lunch and he's gone until 9 o'clock at night. So now we get to do a lot of things on his lunch breaks. We, have lunch together in different places.
Cute. Y'all so cute.
And when he have a phone call, I tell him, it's okay. I support him and encourage him. And when he have a good call, I'll make like a little treat or something, or either I'll give him like a kiss and I'll say, "Oh, that was a great call. You earned a huge kiss and a massage or something." So I've enjoyed doing that. That's my favorite part.
That's good, but it's a wonderful way of looking at it, Lucy. So Q, what about you? What's been your favorite thing over the last month or so?
If y'all look at my videos, me and Team T been doing quarantine Fridays and Saturdays. That is my stepsister. We been having fun. I've been vlogging. I went to the store today. I got some crab legs, some lobsters. I'm actually cooking right now.
Oh, really? Q loves his shellfish, boy.
And Lucy said on my Instagram, I've been cutting up. I cut up.
Q, I see a lot of people that sell food from home or they sell food in different places and they'll send me a link or tag my name. And a lot of times I'm like, But every time I see yours, I'm like, where does he live? Q, please. I'll come and
delivery.
Yes. The presentation is like
I'll truly. Yes. I've been a chef for 7 years. I was an officer for 15 years. I have a business degree in culinary art. The Rona kind of slowed me down, but I'm planning to open up this July, hopefully.
That's good.
Yeah, there's challenges.
And my business is called Simply Fresh, Simply the Best, you guys.
But I'll be there virtually to support you and, just be cheering you on for the grand opening.
Yeah,
so
we all
will with it. Yes.
All right. I'll DM you more food pictures, okay? Just kiss the screen and just smell the screen, okay?
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Most definitely.
Rebecca Davis is saying her husband essentially is a physician's assistant, so they haven't been able to spend the kind of time together that we're talking about, but is appreciative of the fact that other people are doing that. So what I can say about that, Rebecca, it's a nice thing that you say. I hope that as things eventually start to calm down with all of this, you will be able to spend more time. I absolutely don't take family for granted ever. I love family time. It's my happy place. And we were fortunate because when the person that I work with, he went to Thailand for a vacation for quite a long time. When he came back, it's mandatory that you quarantine. So he did for his 14 days. So I left where we work a few days early so that I could begin before him. So we're separated. So I came home, stayed home, and we quarantined. And I was very lucky because my son was able to come as well. So we spent a good over 2 weeks together. We have a couple live streams as well. And I think Hugh and Lucy were both happened to come by. We were playing poker one night. We played games together. We watched TV shows and movies. We have a lot in common in those things. Recently, Kristen and Kira learned to play poker. So we do that. We were doing it a couple times a week, maybe 2 or 3 times a week when my son was here. But we also do that. So just to let you know, those of us who are talking about like spending time with family, I think I can speak for all of us when I say that we don't take it for granted. So, our thoughts and prayers are going to be with you and your husband so that hopefully you guys can get some of that quality time happening sooner than later as well.
Yeah, I agree. Well said, Kevin.
Yeah, Cooking with Q has, so he's got 2 channels now. So there's the TMC Family Reloaded, which is a continuation from the TMC family that we all know and love. And Cooking with Q and More is primarily for his cooking videos. But while Q and I hooked up and have become very close over the last few months, I didn't realize how many videos he has already done. But he does a spectacular job. And it's funny because, there's cooking shows. Now there's networks of cooking shows all over the place. And Lucy and I have talked about this before and on her live streams. And it's interesting that I don't find myself motivated often to cook anymore. I can cook to save my life, but not much better than that. Kristen's a fantastic cook, and she teaches me, and I'm kind of like, learning as we go. But she like is a natural. She understands all the different spices in the cover and stuff like that, things that I don't know. Kira probably even knows better than I do. While I can make simple things like chicken parmesan or put a lasagna or a chili together, it's going to be about what you expect. It's not any better than that. But when I watch Q's stuff, I literally think, I wonder if I could do that. You know, so I don't know. It's just because I favor him, or maybe it's because I'm right that there's some kind of a charisma that he has that comes across on the camera. But it's wonderful.
I put a lot of work and money in my videos. So check me out, y'all. I just dropped my link. Check me out. Leave me a comment. I always get back to all of my comments. I love the support. So check me out.
Did I see
what's going on, Rebecca?
You're not in the.
Sorry, did I see right that you're already at like 380 subscribers or something like that?
Yeah, my new channel been up for 2 weeks, and yes, it's doing pretty well. And I'm surprised myself. You know, the key to a good channel is to always communicate with others. Make sure whatever your niche is, be sure to support the people that's the same as your niche. That's what I do. And I always respond to all my comments, and I support daily. Sometimes it takes me 12 hours to support everybody, but I support. Be sure as creators we know that we should watch videos in full. I got a great saying: what is a view without a sub? If you connect to anybody, make sure that you watch that video in full and leave a genuine comment.
Yep, always. So Rebecca, thank you so much, because she's letting me know, I hope you're speaking to me, but she's letting me know that you found me through Sincerely A Lucy. Actually, you know, a few people did, and we have a fun story. I'm not going to get too far into it, but In Q's World is somebody else who all of us have probably run into one time or another. And
that's my twin.
Well, I hooked up with In Q's World through Sincerely A Lucy, and she's also a wonderful supporter. So what I noticed over the last several months, for those of you who are interested in, you know, I love talking YouTube, right? It always comes back to YouTube. But there's such a generous and considerate community that is around me now that have helped me move as fast as I have and been able to do what I'm doing, which I want to turn around with. But people like you're talking about here, like Cooking with Q, but Sincerely A Lucy also has other people connected to her who are this way. The Keto Girl just walked in. Now, the Keto Girl, I don't even remember where we connected, but it's through one of these channels. And this is another example of somebody. So I'm talking about In Q's World, but the Keto Girl is another person who's a wonderful supporter. We just did the playlist thing last week as well. So, okay, thank you very much, Arizona Small Business Insider. Hopefully I appreciate your engaging our conversation and motivating us to talk. I'm looking forward to catching your stuff, as Rants with Rogers was letting me know about the other day. Yeah, so Rebecca's...
can I cut in for a minute?
Yeah.
Can I cut in? I'm sorry.
Oh, here we go.
The Keto Girl, that is my baby mama, my boo. I'm about to drop her a link. Y'all don't have the Keto Girl, my boo, my baby mama. I'm gonna fly her out after the Rona. I'm about to drop her a link. The Keto Girl, I really appreciate that. I appreciate everything you do. She have a great channel. She have love streams. She have amazing content, you guys. So if you don't have the Keto Girl, make sure you check her out. That's my boo.
Yeah, hopefully everybody in the chat is connecting with each other. I know a lot of us know each other already, but I would love it if everybody would grab some connections as well, because we're always up for that as well. So Kristen, forgive me because I forget if you told me already, but Kira's video, when is Kira going to have a video you think ready to publish?
Tomorrow.
Oh, you think it's going to be ready, or it is ready?
It is ready. I just need to do the intro, and I'm not going to stress out about the audio clicking.
Right. Okay. Yeah, we were talking about that. I had a long conversation with Angie in Real Life and Vern's Junk Closet the other night, a couple nights ago on Vern's, and we were talking about all the mistakes, and it really doesn't matter some of the stuff. So I'm looking forward to seeing it, and I'm sure even as it's there, a couple of clicks and pops in the audio aren't going to turn anybody off too much at all. And then as well, Kristen will have a video. So what are you going to do? You're going to put yours out at noon and put hers out right after, or close to it, or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Kristen always puts her stuff out on Monday. I was for a while, and I've fallen way behind in making videos, and I keep going live. So I've been doing a better job of that, but I want to get back to there's a lot of stuff I want to share. People have started asking me for things, and I want to follow through on my promises. Somebody asked me the other day the tablet review that I keep going on about, which is now my second best performing video of all time. So there's lessons that I hope to share from that as well. Somebody asked me if that tablet is good enough to edit 4K video. So you know what that means? Well, here comes a series of videos.
Exactly.
And, how many different Android apps can I find, and how can I edit the next couple of videos on my tablet instead of my computer to show? So I'll be looking forward to doing that. But this is knowledge that I've been wanting to share for a while, and I've just fallen behind, as we all do once in a while.
Well, we were just talking this morning, I think it was this morning, about having almost half a year's videos already either done or planned. So I have like 6 videos I still have to edit. I have 6 videos that I still have to film, and more ideas coming. So I have almost half a year's worth of content really super fast and easy.
That's smart.
Yeah, Kristen's doing better than I am with the planning and the organization, because I have like a million ideas, and yes, I write them down and this and that, but I'm not finding the time to get everything done. I tend to put way too much on my plate, but she's executing perfectly in having a video ready to roll every Monday.
Yep, for like the past month and a half, I think 7 weeks now, I've been having a video every Monday.
Yep, that's perfect.
That's awesome.
That's good. I love it, because while I'm out here preaching and trying to tell people what they should be doing, Kristen is supporting that idea and actually like executing on it so people can watch what happens. I've got a lot, I manage channels for other people, so I'm able to show a lot of stuff that has already been done, but it's nice. There's always going to be more people coming and coming and coming. Cara will be putting up her 5th video, and then we hope to get her into a weekly schedule as well as a minimum. And
How
then
many videos do you have that have to be edited?
Right.
Like 8 of the YouTubers' life things, so
we have to get on that.
yeah.
work here. I've tried to help her with some stuff, with some video game stuff, and so many times we try to do something, it doesn't work out because of the learning process. We use so many different technologies for this stuff, and we're just about set. So hopefully we're going to get Cara squared away, and then she can start putting out stuff more regularly.
What's going on, man? Go Raptors.
Exactly.
Oh.
I wonder what you mean by that, Rebecca. I'm just reading Rebecca's comment here. I never put comments up on the screen, but I do that right now. So
That's how I know him.
Rebecca says, Kevin, I did appreciate your knowledge the other night. You told me things that happen when content creators publish things that I had no idea about. Makes me regret some comments I've made. So I wonder what you mean by that, but hopefully I know I'm pushing, because
Pascal.
you never know what you mean by that. So
That's why I did that.
And the trouble is, like, if we all waited on YouTube for everything to be perfect, it would never get done.
I think Kevin, she was saying the other night when you were saying when a live video is watched on replay and there are comments that are missing, and another person is watching it and it doesn't make sense, and so someone else can kind of make a comment from the replay, like however they watched the video and looked at the chat. You remember that?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yes, thank you, Lucy. Yes, I remember very clearly. Yeah, because we were talking about things, and this is you just never know. Like, for instance, today, like, I've got a thumbs down on this 3 hours before we even started. Like,
Wow.
what are you doing? I don't know who came across it and thought like that was necessary, but it's funny, right? Like, and there's so much behind the scenes nonsense. So yeah, I'm so sorry. I should have remembered exactly what you were talking about. But yeah, it's interesting. But this is stuff that we all like. It takes time for everybody to know. I didn't know first. One of the funniest stories Q and I have, when Q and I were when on the first day that we met, he accidentally timed me out and then had to chase me around to find me to let me know that he didn't mean to do it. But luckily, I figured what had happened. And then the first time I ever saw Nightbot come through a chat, I tried to block it.
Kevin, are you serious?
Hey, Kevin, you know what? I remember that day so clearly. I'm a moderator for the Who's Family Network. She's in the chat. Shout out to the Who's Family Network. And Kevin was talking about submarine sandwiches. And I think he said sub, and I timed you out right away. I felt so bad. I searched his name. I said I apologize. It was a mistake, and we've been great friends ever since. So Kevin, I really appreciate everything that you do.
Yeah,
I'm glad that you timed him out so that y'all can link up together.
But it's so funny because I wouldn't have known, and this is what I mean. I
That's
constantly go back to people like, especially starting with the Hoops Family Network and the TMC family, but eventually that group expanded for me into Vern's Junk Closet, the Crockett Way, Sincerely a Lucy, Official D Spot, and it starts to expand from there. And these are quality people who have helped me with a lot of things. But when I first met Q, I didn't know, like, we can't use the word sub or sub, anything. Excuse me, anything like that. So it makes sense. Yes, I use that word. You knock it out right away. But it's funny, but this is what I keep going back to. The reason I've been able to progress as fast as I have is because of people like this and the funny stories that we have now behind it all. So I'm hoping that, we can make things easier for the people who come after us than it was for us. And I don't know what Q is exactly doing to punch his subscribers so quickly on Cooking with Q and more.
Oh, y'all just don't know.
If nothing else, I would have to bet that it's chalking it up to, if I knew then what I know now. But for Q, he knows now. So he gets to take the last year.
And that's one thing, I'm sorry, Kevin. That's one thing. My last channel, I did lose. I was monetized. And I learned so much from my last channel. And that's why my new channel, I've been up for 3 weeks. I think 3 weeks. And I got about almost 400 subscribers. And,
congratulations.
I know how to do it now. It's all about engagement. Engage with the people that support you, support them, and they will always support you. I have big YouTubers, small YouTubers, so many YouTubers that comment on my new channel. I make sure I watch every video in full. If they're monetized, I don't skip ads. I'm always there. I set myself a schedule, and it's I just grind every day. Even I'm sorry.
You need some
like
Mojo Baby Q.
Oh no, it's my allergies. It's 80 degrees here.
Did you not catch that?
And I've been in my yard. I've been in my yard working a lot. I'm planting a garden and all that. I do have a video about that, you guys. So check my video out. But be sure to engage my small YouTubers. Be sure to engage with the people that support you. Support them 100%. Watch their videos in full. Yeah. And I've been doing this for a whole year. And my new channel is growing really fast. My analytics is looking so good because I truly support and I really promote. Watch videos in full. Sub for sub do not work. Like I said, I have a great saying. What is a sub without a view?
Oh, Amanda's making a joke about the tuber.
I'm done now. Y'all can talk.
I've got the concert that we're watching on an account that was meant to be the phone that I use for my tuber chat stuff. I have a secondary, older phone that I use for just to keep the tuber chat stuff easy to find and separate. and I was originally going to put that. So I have a computer facing the thing, but the shameless promotion marketing guy tells me that I have to name everything to that now, so that we're only a few days away. It's 4 days now. I'm going to be live streaming on Thursday, right? So I might as well do everything that I can. Okay, I want to check out. I'm on another window here. I'm just going to check out Rebecca's channel. I would have checked it out the other night, I'm sure, but I don't. I don't recall. Okay, so Rebecca is a supporter and not a content creator, which is like even that much more wonderful. So yeah, anybody needing a playlist run, Rebecca says she's willing to do it. She has multiple devices, and then running playlists for people. I hope that's what you mean when I read your next comment there, Rebecca. When you say, see, I should be popping these up.
Kevin, you asked me earlier.
Yeah.
What was that?
Oh, your hours. I forgot. Yes, I was going to come back to that.
So I was needing, I think 800 that night we did that live.
Okay.
And now I'm, oh my gosh, I closed it out. I'm right at like 550. I need 550.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So you're getting there.
So Lucy, I'm gonna go to your channel right now, and I'm gonna run a playlist on the iPad.
550. All right, you guys. Hey,
No problem.
I'll do it on my phone.
and I'm gonna drop. Hey, I'm gonna drop her. I'm gonna drop her playlist, you guys. Let's run up Cecilia Lucy playlist. I have my daughter's channel that I'm gonna run you on also. So, let's get it. Let's go. She deserves it.
So much.
You are so welcome.
I have my MacBook, my home computer, my son's computer, and the TV when my husband's at work. It's times that I just have run so many playlists on tabs and tabs and tabs, and it's just like sometimes I walk in my house and it be on low, and it's just like chatter, 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 chatter. But I appreciate it. I really do. And even at times I'll be like, I don't want to ask people to run my playlist. I don't want to, but
no, Cecilia Lucy.
Huh?
Lucy, you have not listened to me. You already know this. You have not because you asked not. You taught me that. You have not because you asked not. Remember, ask. Okay? So it's okay. You have not because you asked not. We are a community of friends. We're here for the same thing. I'm gonna run you like crazy tonight. So you have not because you asked not. I'm about to drop your playlist link right now. So all in the chat. My girl runs Cecilia Lucy playlist up. She deserves it. She's a wonderful creator, a wonderful supporter, and she deserves it, you guys.
Thanks.
I'm running vlogging right now.
Thanks, Kirsten. I appreciate it. Thanks to all of y'all.
It is a wonderful thing. Rebecca keeps saying such kind and pleasant things here to all of us. But yeah, it is wonderful when everybody helps each other. There's and I know what you mean when you talk about drama on the YouTube streets, let's call it, that I have seen my share as well. I've been lucky to avoid it so far. Eventually, as our channels get bigger,
right,
there's going to be stuff that comes around.
I got my first dislike today.
You never remember the first like, you remember the first dislike, yeah?
Yeah.
I got my first dislike today. I'm like, really? Wow. I'm bet you I'm subscribed to that person too.
Yeah.
I don't unsubscribe to nobody. I got everybody I subscribe to is open, it's public, you can see.
Right.
So
I
promise
that as well.
Yeah, I just did that. I used to have it hidden, but everybody I subscribe to, I make sure it's open that you can see that I'm subscribed to you. If you unsubscribe to me, guess what? I'm still going to support you.
Yeah, well, the funny thing is, you got to be careful what you ask for. So I learned from Q, and therefore I'm subscribed to almost 2,000 people now. So my subscription list is
right. Hey, I learned. Hey. That's one thing I learned when I first a year ago when I first sub for sub do not work, you guys. No. Believe me, it don't work. When I first started out, I used to sub for sub. I had over 3,000 subscriptions. I lost my first 1,000 in like 30 days.
Yep.
So make sure you subscribe to people that's going to genuinely support you, that understand YouTube. I mean, like I said, what is a sub without a view?
Yeah.
And all that. Don't chase numbers. You guys are not numbers. You guys are people. I respect. I'm sorry, Kevin. You got to understand that creators, we have to set up, we have to edit. It's so much that we have to do within, to do a video. So when you see a video, respect that content creator video and watch the video in full.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Always. Kanisha Harry's here. Kanisha, if you want to come in,
Absolutely.
I just dropped the link.
Kanisha Harry is in the building. That's my girl right there.
She's such an
I'm gonna drop her link.
Wonderful supporter. So Kanisha was here when I ran the Playlist Buddies thing that I was doing. I did that basically once a week, something like that, for the last 9 weeks. She was there every time. Every time. There was only one time that she didn't make it quite right away into the actual live stream. So then I just messaged her and said hey, I'm sure you want to be in on this. Yeah. So Tanisha's somebody who continuously comes back, and then Ran, I'm not putting you in. Forgive me, nobody that doesn't want to show their face except for Q. And forgive me, I'm going to keep it to people who have been with me for well over a month, let's say. That's okay. Somebody just came in, but I don't think they were in the chat either. So
sometimes I may not look cute. I may come in with an avatar sometimes if I'm not cute.
Hey, it's so funny. Lucy, it's so funny because I've been sitting here watching you. You was making sure your hair was okay. I'm looking like you look okay. Stop messing with your hair.
Okay.
You're okay. You're beautiful. You look okay. So stop touching your hair now, okay?
If y'all would have known what I have looked like the past 3 days, you would be like, "Oh, I understand." When I got up this morning, I took a shower.
That's why I don't have my camera on.
My husband, he put his hand on my head, and I was like, "What does that mean?" And I said, "I didn't have this. I didn't look like this. I didn't have this hair on. I just had my hair standing on top of my head." And I was like, okay. I was cleaning out the closet because I'm moving. And this wig was sitting in a corner. I grabbed it. I put it on my head. I grabbed this scarf and tied it tight. And I said, "Oh, I'm looking like something." Okay. And then I just put on a little makeup.
So pretty much same story as me.
Huh?
Not the same. That's okay.
What'd you say, Kevin? I didn't hear you.
I'm trying to be funny, and it didn't work out. I said maybe you're doing the same as me for tonight, but that's not quite believable. So
yeah, you working it, Kevin. You working it.
I've gotten as much value out of my haircut as I can possibly get. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to buy a hat before Thursday, I think.
Kevin. You know one thing I miss about Kevin. Kevin, my first channel, every time you came on live streams, everybody loved you, especially Team T. So Kevin is the most funniest guy that you could have in your love stream. When I first met Kevin and he was on my love streams, I really enjoyed you. I really enjoyed your comments.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. And Team T had a decent rapport going with me as well.
All right, give me a second, you guys. I'm still here, but I got food cooked.
Yeah, that's okay. Team T had a good rapport going as well. She's a delight. She's fun, energetic, and this and that. I think she complements Q very well, and
she's awesome.
Yeah, that was fun as well. So. Yeah,
everybody think that she's my girlfriend, but no, you guys, she is my stepsister.
Well, it's just that they're really close, and if you don't, for somebody who comes in and doesn't know the story already and just sees the way that they get along, you could tell it's family. Mm-hmm. I was lucky because Q said something before I ever had to ask, but I like not to intrude and assume things either anyway. But he, but I know he runs into that bit like once in a while, but it's just because they're close. But she's fun and she's hilarious. I've been waiting for these guys to get back to live streaming more together, just because
I'll be back soon. I'm rebuilding the TMC Family Reloaded, and me and Team T is gonna be back live streaming soon. My Cooking with Q channel it's gonna be mostly just my my cooking videos, but I'm giving out $100 for my 400 subscribers, so I will be going live at the end of the month.
I just want recipes.
Huh?
I just want the recipes.
You want the recipes? You know what? One thing I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna start in my descriptions. I'm gonna start putting the recipes in my description box.
Thank you.
Everybody been asking me about my recipes.
Thank you.
So let me force some advice on you, Q. Just because you're saying that. So I was talking about this with Amanda the other day. I was saying, when you look at your analytics, you can see the kind of things that happen in your videos that make people leave. Like, what is the point where a lot of them drop off? And as soon as when I made my very first shout out video, I featured the Hoops Family Network and Q, but I made the mistake of right away saying I'm going to link to all these guys in the description, and everybody just dumps off. So that video has a 2-minute watch time average, because as soon as they heard me say the link is in the description, they leave. So, and it's understandable. So now I've made a little kind of rule for myself. If I'm doing something that is affiliate related, whether it's either a sponsor, which I haven't got into yet, or something that's like Amazon, then absolutely I will say link in the description, because that's really what I want people to do. I don't care if they leave. I want them to click Amazon. Maybe I'll get my 1% off whatever they're going to buy, right? And that's what that is intended for. But the rest of the time, I'm not going to say link is in the description. So for instance, when you do your cooking videos, it is an idea to think about maybe not saying the recipe will be in the description until the end of the video.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
Because I watch a lot of food videos, and they don't say that the link is in the description. I have a I forgot how to say it. I have a rule that I always look at the description when I watch a video. So maybe I would just put the recipe in the description, because we as creators should know to look at the About Me page and the description also.
And just say
So yes, I agree, Kevin.
But then I was thinking this though. Think about
at the end.
But listen though, if you do that, like say if you do it the first 3 videos, you think people will kind of catch on? Like, I don't have to watch his videos because I already know.
Right.
No.
Anything's possible.
Yeah.
Anything's possible, but it depends. What I've heard, like even the guys who I follow, like the big channels, Sean Cannell, Tim Schmoyer, Daryl Eves, Steve Niman, Sonny Lenarduzzi, and all them, is they will say you got to pick what is the video's purpose. So if the video's purpose is to gain subscribers, you're focused on gaining subscribers. If the video's purpose is Amazon sale, you're focused on Amazon sale. So it's okay, but you can't do 4 things in one video anyway. So I don't know if I can tie this into what he's asking, but you put your cooking videos together, for instance, people are going to catch on to your pattern. That's unavoidable. Hopefully what happens is they enjoy the videos so much. They're not just there for the recipes. We can get recipes all day. Go to allrecipes.com. There's a million of them there, right? But Amanda from the Hoops Family Network just had a great idea for you, Q, that I think might be an idea.
Yeah, I just looked at it.
So one of the things that I hear is, like, for writers, for instance, writers want to make a book. What they do is they spend a year of their life writing a book. And then they say, now I've got to start a blog so I can tell people about my book. And that is a grave mistake. What they should have done is spent 4 years writing a blog so that they'd have 100,000 subscribers. And then when they come out with a book, they've already got an audience ready to go and buy it. So for instance, Q, you can do that. You can plan, if you wanted to, what Amanda's saying. You can make Cooking with Q like as a book if you wanted to, like a collection of recipes, very much curated maybe. You do it how you think. But as your audience builds, you'll know when it's the right time. Not to mention, you can self-publish, and I don't know how much you know about that. I happen to know, so I can help you if you want. But you can put that stuff on Amazon, now you're killing two birds with one stone by saying to people, first of all, my book is on Amazon, so it's easy to get, or you can get it on your own website or whatever. But as well, you can tell people, hey, you want to know how to make money on Amazon? Find something like my cookbook, and then you can make money, relating a video to that either cookbook or whatever other merchandise it is. And you'll get people doing videos of your cookbook just for the sake of getting their Amazon affiliate money.
I love it.
It's possible. It's possible.
I love it.
So, yeah.
I love it. I love that idea. I'm about to, oh, Lord, yes. Thank you, Kevin.
We're all watching the concert, or hopefully most of us are watching the concert while we're just chatting here. I've got it playing in the center window there, but I'm not going to put the audio on because I don't want to get copyright. But Q, if you don't mind dropping the link so that RT can catch the concert as well. I just figure these days most people have multiple devices. So we're lucky. In Canada, this is a Canadian thing. So Kristen and Kira are able to just watch it on TV while they're on a computer or phone or whatever it is. And then for me, I'm just watching, on the window that we've got here. And that way that is operating, I've got a computer that is facing the television to have that on. As a matter of fact, I didn't realize, but you can see the reflection of the computer screen in the middle of it. But whatever, it's fine. It is what it is. We're not, we're really just talking and just enjoying the fact that the concert is there, because it's another thing that they've put together. A lot of artists and celebrities have donated their time and performances and whatnot in a relief effort for the COVID-19 situation. And it is also somewhat a tribute to the frontline workers who are out there doing what they can so we can get back to some kind of a normal life as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a nice reason that we're here. And of course, I appreciate it, especially Q and Lucy hanging out. Kristen and Kira as well. They always support everything I do, but it's easy for them because they're right beside me. So what you said you weren't going to go live tonight, were you, Lucy? Did I misunderstand when you said you might go at 7:30?
Yeah, I was. I think I am. I don't know, Kevin. I'll make a community. I'll usually try to find a community post up there before I do it.
Yeah, I don't want to make. I don't want to hold you back from what you're doing. That's the one thing. As we're all creators and we all love to support each other as much as we can. But I never want anybody to feel obligated to hold back when we all have to do what we got to do. Time is limited, right? And however, so no matter what, if you're going, then we will make sure whoever's left here by the time I'm done, we're going to send them your way anyway. We'll raid you tonight, so that'll be all right. But I do appreciate the fact that you and Q are hanging out with me. I was trying to entice another couple people, so Kanisha might come in after. Fire Near Tarot if you want to come in. I'll just drop the StreamYard link one more time.
Kevin, and while you do that, it's been times that you would come in.
How many people can join the live?
6.
6 in total, but because I've taken up one screen, we can have 5 right now, and then you can actually have another 4 in the background and then start swapping people out if there was too many, right? But I can have 6 windows on the screen at a time. Sorry, Lucy, you were going to say something and we cut you off there.
You're fine.
Okay.
I was going to say it's been a lot of times that I've had lives going, and when I'm live, I just focus on the screen. And sometimes I'll get the comments in the chat. Sometimes I'm just so into it that I'm just on the screen. And Kevin, it's so many times that you'll just be sitting there in the background, and I'll be like, "Oh, I'll say I'm gonna drop the link," and you'll be just screaming, "Lucy, drop the link, Lucy! People are talking to you, Lucy." And then I'll finally say, "Kevin, are you trying to tell me something? I'll drop the link to you." And then you'll come up and you're like, "Hi, Lucy. First, I want to say I'm glad to be here, but you were saying that you was gonna drop the link. You were saying that you was gonna," and I'm like, "Well, I'm gonna do that eventually. I don't know. I get caught up in the conversation, and you'll just sit and you say, well, I'll go ahead and talk." And I'm like, "Go ahead, Kevin. I need a break anyway. Let me get some water." But I appreciate you for those times coming in to my live, and even when I get kind of carried away with just talking and being so into it, I'll kind of not get in my chat as much, and you'll just kind of bring me back, and I'm like, okay, so this was the focus. But I appreciate you for doing that.
Right.
Yeah, I appreciate you even saying that. You know, one of the things, like, we're all trying to do what they're trying to do. So over the last long while, I've been on YouTube for a few years, but I haven't been working on my own stuff or part of this community only for a few months now. But as I try to build what I'm trying to build, you know, one of my ideas is to try to be the world's greatest guest. Let's just say that way I'll be invited on a lot of different live streams. Now, Lucy was the first one to invite me for literally an interview where she said, I just want to like introduce you and talk about you. And she put so much focus on me. And it was a wonderful gesture. It was a wonderful conversation. And because I know that I have the Tuber Chat project coming up and there's going to be so much influence I'm going to be able to have with that and build and help people, that's where I'm going to bring that kind of generosity back around to the people that help me. But Lucy, you know, Lucy did that. And of course, what happened like the very next week, D-Spot had me do an interview, the same thing. And I've been on Vern's Junk Closet with her, not for an interview as such, but when she's been on lately and sees me in the chat, she's called me out a couple times like, Kev, do you want to come on? You know what I mean? Because I want to help as much as I can. We all get stuck. I can't even begin to tell you all the mistakes I've made doing live streams and going back. And I forgot to put people's comments up. I'm not following the comments in the stream at all. And this and that. This is, thank God we have moderators too, right?
Yeah.
That can help with that stuff when it gets overwhelming.
Yeah.
Mine is still at such a small level that I don't have to worry about it. But once you get beyond 30 or 40 people in the chat, it starts to become too much for a host to watch. And then the moderators, thank God for that.
God, for my moderators. All my moderators know me. Kevin, you're a moderator in my channel. My moderators know if they don't see me with glasses on, they're like, Lucy don't know what's going on in the chat for real. Lucy's gonna talk, you know, or if they see me like, let me get my glasses, they're like, okay, Lucy's gonna focus on the chat today. But it's they work with me. Y'all work with me, and I appreciate it so much. I really do. And if I ever feel like it may be overwhelming or someone doesn't, you know, y'all know just to step back and enjoy it. Someone else will pick up the pace, but I appreciate it. I really do.
So in Q's world, I would never expect somebody to go back and watch a replay of a live stream, but we have said some pleasant things about you today behind your back. So
She's here?
Yeah, InQ's world just came in. And I
Hey,
just
girl, how you doing? Kristen. I just said I don't really be in those comments. I'm like, where is she? What Kevin talking about? Thank you.
My twin is in the building. What's going on in Q's world?
InQ's world, do you want to come in? I'll drop the StreamYard link again. You want to come in?
I typed hey.
Lucy, if you don't mind just dropping something in the chat, because I just gave you I just modded you right now. And we'll just make sure that it happened.
My big fat thumbs.
That's one thing that I take very seriously is the idea, first of all, of moderating people, but as well being a moderator. So my intention is, you know, as busy as we get and all that, that I will expect to mod for people when I'm there. In Q's world, thanks for coming in. This is a wonderful supporter that I've got.
Hello, everybody. I will definitely go back and watch it later, Kevin K.
Hey, twin.
I was laughing so hard because me and Kristen were conversating in the chat, and she was like, "Hey, bro." So I was like, "Hey, bro, back." And she was like, "That was a mistake." I said,
Sorry,
"I
because I typed hey, and it came out bro, and I didn't realize that.
Hey, in Q's world, you are so funny. She gave me the nickname of Cat Daddy.
Hey, twin. Yeah,
What's
that's
up,
Cat
twin?
Daddy.
Cat Daddy.
You were here.
Yeah, I just dropped in. I saw the announcement earlier that Kevin K made, but of course, you know, I'm always ripping and running, so I'm late usually, but I'm here.
No, that's okay. Everybody, you know, I can tell you, I say this all the time, but as our channels get bigger and we follow more people, it is very difficult to follow everybody. So I appreciate every minute that you can spend with me. So I really, you know, I say it over and over. I just say the same things about InQ's world all the time, but she's a wonderful supporter who continuously comes back to my stuff. And, you know, we had a conversation about it the other day, and she was saying, like, you know, she really takes time to get to know some of the channels when she's supporting the creators. So it's, you know, always an honor to even be looked at in that kind of a light. So Thank you so much.
Yes.
Well,
No, you're welcome.
You're here with us as well. So we're mostly just chatting. I intended on watching like the concert while we chat, but I did this the other day with a different concert, and I know like we're not really paying too much attention to it. But it is a wonderful thing that they're doing because it's this one happens to be Canadian. So it's all Canadian artists and celebrities and stuff like that. You will know some of them, like Avril Lavigne there. But the thing is, it's obviously benefiting the COVID-19 relief efforts and very much a tribute to the frontline workers who are doing what they can to get us back to a normal life. So it's wonderful that they do this kind of thing and donate their time. So I thought it'd be something nice to put the center around while we chat and talk whatever comes up in the chat here.
Right. Yeah, it is. I see they are doing a lot of Instagram concerts and parties and all types of things. So this is good that it's actually I didn't know that it was like to benefit, or money was being raised to help people during this time.
Yeah, I forget the details. I put it actually in the description, but like all the websites that are running this, it's a huge effort by a lot of the big Canadian broadcasting companies. They've all put this together. But between them all, they've come together to do it. So it's wonderful, and it's just a great thing. I always am happy. Charity is a big part of our life. Kristen runs an organization called Epilepsy Niagara, and her life is basically dedicated to helping people living with and affected by epilepsy. And so because of that, for the last several years, it's become a part of my life as well. And I see the kind of impact that can be had when money is raised by organizations like this. We heard the other day there's a town next to Toronto called Mississauga. And in that town, they have, I forget, one of the sports players, I can't remember what his name was, and I embarrassed myself by not remembering. He donated $100,000 to the food bank the other day. Yeah. And they said that his $100,000 donation was going to buy 200,000 meals.
That's awesome.
It's incredible the impact that people can have and people can make, because how many of us in the chat can put together a meal for one person for 50 cents? I can't do it. And no matter how much Bulk Barn and Walmart and Costco I go to, it's really hard to feed somebody for 50 cents. But they're able to do it, and thank God that they can, right? So
Right. Yes, well, I'm glad that you considered your platform to be a place to, showcase this. And that's why I like supporting you, Kevin. Again, like I said, I see you all doing wonderful things, you and your family. And that's why I like watching content. Like I love the playlist and all of that stuff. But when I run playlists, I don't get attached. And so usually, I'm supporting, but it's not the hard way. But when I look at your content and actually see what you're doing and pop in the lives and see what you're doing, and that's what makes me come back for more and more and more, because I'm like, it's good stuff here. So
thank you so much.
And hey, everybody in the chat. Hey, Rebecca and sis. Hey, Boo. And Twin, all of y'all. Thank you for having me here. I just left my mommy's house.
Rebecca Davis showing mad love.
Hey, Rebecca, that's my boo, Rebecca. She was telling me earlier she was washing her dogs. I went live earlier.
Kevin, and I'm sorry, you guys. I'm gonna step away just for a second.
Okay.
I'm waiting for that. Oh, here it is. I was waiting for that comment to come up in StreamYard. So Rebecca Davis says Garth Brooks donated 150,000 American dollars last week to the Oklahoma Food Bank, and it will feed almost 400,000 people.
Oh, wow.
And it does take things like that to make a difference. Thank God there are people who will do that kind of thing. You know what I mean? We can all, you can only donate as much as you can, right? There's Drake right now donating his time right now. But it's wonderful when, some of this money starts to come back into the communities and things like that. So Q jumped out, but he's back.
That's amazing.
Did we catch you in the car in Q's World?
Y'all did. Like I said, I just left my mother's house. She cooked for me today. So I felt very special. Went and picked that up. And now I'm on my way back home. I stopped at a store and I was trying to set my little screen up because I was on a different live earlier. And that one ended and I saw you all. It switched over to you all, actually. And I was like, wait a minute. This sounds like my sister voice. Huh?
It just ran you over here.
Yeah, and I could hear you because like I have it set on autoplay, so it'll just switch to whoever's next on the lineup, and I could hear your voice, and I'm like, wait a minute, that sounds like Sincerely's voice, but I don't. And I looked at the phone, I'm like, oh, it's all of the crew is here. Okay. So yeah, I'm in my car, but I definitely wanted to jump up and say hello to everybody. Happy Sunday to everyone. And continue what you're doing. You're doing awesome. But I'm going to jump back down because I'm going to hit the road and it's probably going to buffer.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you very much again.
Bye. See you later, bro.
Drive safe.
Bye, bro.
All right, sis.
There we go.
She's beautiful. She's amazing.
Is that a true story, Rebecca Davis? Did are you meaning that literally? Did Garth Brooks actually live right your backdoor neighbor? Because that's possible, eh? You know, when we talk about like these celebrities and stuff, it seems like, you know, they're so far away. The world is a big place, but once in a while you come up with one of these stories and say, no, the guy actually used to live like right behind me, and it's very possible. So I'm curious about that.
Mm.
A little bit of everything. Thanks for coming in.
Hello, a little bit of everything.
So what happened to Q? He must have finished cooking by now. He's got to be wolfing down that meal. He's filming a mukbang, maybe.
I'm still here. Team T just came through, so I'm gonna make her plate real quick.
Can you make me a plate real quick?
I got you. So I'm still here, you guys. So just give me a minute.
Okay.
Literally for many years. Here we go. Many years, just an Oklahoma girl living in a small town world. There you go. Okay. Wow, that's nice. That's a nice story. Oh, good. All right.
Yep.
Okay.
I turned away and I turned my head away and I looked back at the screen. I was like, where's everybody? In my head, I'm like, where's everybody? I'm like, don't say anything. Don't say anything.
Yeah. So Kristen teleported again. Kristen, did the concert just end? You're actually watching it, right?
Yes, I think it's only on for an hour.
Oh, was that it?
Mm-hmm.
That was nice.
Oh, or an hour, yeah, hour and a half something. Huh. What's this? Oh, American Idol. Is that what's starting now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Or something. No.
Oh, it's just commercials and stuff. Okay. I don't know. I saw some logos, like big logos that look like the end of a TV show. So I wonder if that was the end of the concert that we were talking about. I can't tell.
Yeah, the concert's over. This is a game show now.
Okay. Yeah. So we're done. All right. Well, good. All right. Well, thank you so much for hanging out. So what are you going to do, Lucy? You think you're going to go live? Ronaldino, thanks for coming in. Or Ronaldino. I keep pronouncing that probably incorrectly both ways. Are you going to go live, Lucy?
I should.
We'll be in.
You want to set it in? You want to set it up, and we'll because I'm going to wrap this up because the concert's done. If you want to go live now and set it up, I'll send everybody over in a couple of minutes. We'll give you a second to get it set up. We'll drop the link here.
Okay, let me head over. That's my daughter's puppy.
It's okay. I have cats that crawl all over me that you can't see right now. That.
Oh, you're talking about cats? Yes, I have a lot of them.
I can't with
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I got my kittens. My kittens bothering me right now.
Oh dear.
Kitty.
All right. Well, okay. Lucy exited. Yeah, I hope she didn't feel like I was pushing her. It's just if she's gonna go, like I'd love to send everybody over there, right? So since
we'll rate it.
Who was on the panel with us, as I was just saying, is a wonderful supporter, obviously. But she's gonna go live now. So we're going to make sure that we get her. We're going to go over onto her live stream now and hang out as well.
The kitty is so cute. Oh my god. Kira?
What?
Yeah, they 8 weeks old.
Wow, I wasn't expecting that the Q was so much of a cat guy. Although I think you did say it, and I only realized you had a cat of some sort.
I want to hold it. Oh, so cute.
Cara
What
doesn't even
beautiful
like cats.
color.
It's weird.
I was like, huh?
Nature,
What pretty kitty. I think I'm the only one here. Love me, my child.
Very good.
Oh my God.
So cute, eh?
Yeah.
Where's Team T at, Q?
She's in the kitchen eating.
Yeah. What's next for you now that it's it's Sunday now? What's up for you this week for live streams?
What?
Me, myself.
Yep.
Oh, I'm doing $100 cash out giveaway at the. I got my subscribers so quick, so I'm gonna do at the end of May for my 400 subscriber. I'm giving away $100 cash app.
Yep.
So be looking out for that at the end of the month. I might do a cash app game like I did before on my last channel.
Okay, I missed it. So what do you do then?
It's guess your number. It's guess the number, and I'll send you a $20. Everybody that guessed the number correctly, I cash out them or PayPal them $20.
Nice. All right, that's cool.
Here go my other lazy kitty.
Oh dear.
So a little bit of everything. Apparently, I hid you for a while, and I apologize. I didn't realize I did, and I just unhid you.
Who, me?
No, a little bit of everything.
I did
Kristen accidentally must have timed them out or something.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah,
I just looked down at the chat and thought. So
that was just a mistake, so I'm sorry about that. But thank you for being with us. Hopefully you're still here. We didn't scare you away. Anointed family, thank you for coming in. Yeah, by all means, if everybody wants to connect in the chat, we know how to do that. Just visit a channel, watch a short video in full, leave a meaningful comment related to the content of that video, give the creator a thumbs up, subscribe if you enjoy them, and then come back here and leave a single heart next to their name, and we all know what that means. And then they will get back to you.
I want to squeeze the kitty.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm just watching for Sincerely A Lucy to set her live up, and I can drop her link. There it is. So if everybody wants to, she's going right away. She's actually going literally right away. Enjoyed the conversation. So question? No, of course not. Rebecca, I really appreciate you you hanging out and engaging the conversation. It's absolutely been a pleasure having you in. Forgive me for not remembering what you were talking about. When you first asked, I just didn't realize what you were referring to. But I remember very clearly our conversation from the other night talking about editing live streams afterwards and stuff like that. Oh, I'm going to let Kenesha come in. So, Kenesha, you there?
Hey, everyone.
Hey, we're thank you for coming in. I didn't know how short that concert was, but it's actually only like an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, there was one the other day that went on for hours and hours and hours, an American one, and I did a live for that very late. But did you know about the concert that we're talking about?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. It seems like I've been living under a rock. I haven't been watching the news because it stresses me out.
No doubt. Yeah, that's just a like CTV and Global and CP24 and all that. They all got together and did this thing where they had a bunch of Canadian performers and artists and things like that giving little performances and messages and stuff. And basically, like, I think it's an effort to raise money for the COVID-19 efforts and then for the frontline workers and this and that. But I thought it'd be a nice thing to have a chat around.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it to end so early, but it just wrapped up. So Lucy was talking about going live, so she's going to go live literally right this second. So I was just about to actually wrap up and pass it over. So I'm so sorry. I'm so happy that you even came in. I've been looking forward to a chance to collaborate with you. Hopefully we'll find more opportunities soon.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop the link for Lucy in the chat here so everybody can grab head over to Lucy's chat, and then you just she knows we're all coming over. She knows who is here. And we'll just raid her so that she can get her live stream off to a jumping start. What's next for you, Kanisha? What are you doing? What do you got this week for videos and live streams?
I have a bunch of videos that I have planned. Live stream. I'm thinking that I need to go more often than I'm going. Now my channel is like I know that when I just started, like everybody's talking about the whole sub for sub and sub for sub. Now I'm seeing the ripple effect of the whole sub for sub, and I'll tell anybody who would ever listen, sub for sub is not good for your channel at all.
That's right. Sub for sub is not good at all.
Well, the
It's not
thing
good
is,
for your channel at all.
in fairness, people don't know when they start, right? Now,
Exactly.
I happen to know that
True.
from
That's
other
very,
social
very
networks.
true, Kevin.
But even my did anything bad happen? Do you have any like particular thing that happened that makes you say that, Kanisha?
It's just that when you check your views and stuff, and even though the views on your videos are a little low, and when you check your analytics, most of your subscribers are not watching your videos.
Right. Yeah. So that's
No,
that's expected. So at least if nothing else, it's too bad that that's the situation, but it's great that you have that story to tell. So as more people come in after, you can share that. The first channel that I started to manage, the biggest one that I manage now, he did a lot of sub for sub in the beginning. And when it was time to get monetized, YouTube put him under investigation, and he lost a month and a half of revenue. His first month's revenue was $178 or something like that. So you can imagine he lost a few $100 just because of that.
Yeah.
The channel's up and running now because it's been 4 years. But before that, it just ended up being a bad thing. But we don't know that when we start. I was very lucky to see that in him, and then I was lucky to find the Hoops Family Network and TMC Family Cooking with Q, who just hopped over to Lucy's. But they were, some of the ones in the beginning, even yourself in the beginning. I forget how long ago we met, but it's got to be 3 months. Or
I think I met you in Vern's channel, and then I met you again in Q's live stream.
Yeah, so it must have been it was several months ago. So Kanisha,
a couple months ago.
For those of you who don't know, Kanisha's a wonderful supporter. She's been with me for a very long time. We try to support each other as much as we can, both. And so she's a great person to follow, but not to mention she has knowledge that she shares as well, because we come from the same community. Her before me, but still, so we have a lot of knowledge to share, and she's somebody that can absolutely help you. So Chris Williams, thanks for the comment. Jenny's Beauty World TV, thanks for coming in. We're actually just wrapping up. So hopefully, what are you going to do then, Kanisha? What are your plans for this week then for your channel?
My this week, like I said, I have a bunch of videos that I have planned for. I was supposed to actually make one today, that didn't happen, but and then for my live stream, I'm thinking of going live early in the morning before the kids get up for 1 hour, and then going again in the afternoon. In the morning is just talking to whoever would listen. Trying to encourage people. And then in the afternoon, I'll try to get a topic. I normally, when it comes to my live stream, I am prepared, but now with the whole thing that's going on and the kids are at home and it's all new for us, that is something.
Kanisha's got a big family, so she's got her hands full over there. So, okay, we're going to be looking forward to what you're doing. Kristen and Cara are both dropping videos tomorrow. So for those of you who are still here, hopefully you'll be on the lookout for that. By all means, hook up with Kristen Welton. And then Cara Welton is her daughter, which you can find on either of our featured channels pages. And then, so you have that to look forward to. And Kanisha, I'm so sorry because, like I said, I was just about to start wrapping this up. I didn't know that the concert was going to end. I thought we'd be on for a couple more hours. But we're going to head over to Lucy, so hopefully you'll come over with us. Jenny's Beauty World TV and Lonely Girl 20, thanks for coming in. Sorry you got us at the end. We're just going to head over to Sincerely A. Lucy, who is already live streaming. She was on the panel with us. And then we will see you the next time. And Kanisha will be looking forward to you. And if anybody hasn't connected with Kenesha Harry, then please, by all means, and Kenesha, if you would, just drop something in the chat so that people can connect with you if they want.
Oh, I don't. I'm using my phone right now. I'm using my phone.
That's okay. So Kenesha Harry, let me, you know what, before we go, I'm going to grab Kenesha Harry's channel so that I can drop a link for her.
Okay. Thank you, guys. I'm gonna head over to Lucy. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Kristen. Good night. Good night, guys.
Bye, Kenesha.
Well, not good night. I'll see you over in Lucy. I'll see you at Lucy's.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Okay. That's Kenesha Harry. So if anybody wants to connect with her, she's a wonderful supporter for me, and she'll be featured in my next shout out video. And there's a link to her channel if you want to connect with her. And then we're all heading over to Sincerely A Lucy, which there's between myself and Q, we've been dropping the link. And hopefully we'll see you over there. So thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you the next time.